Top of the morning, beautiful Lagos City and beyond. Welcome to the Sport Ride. My name is Kizzy K, and it's time for us to talk about sport. It is a Friday, and when it comes to Friday, I'm always very, very happy to reunite with you. And let's talk about sports now on the show. But meanwhile, I have my man with me, and we'll be talking about this together while I just, let you know the way it goes. But for Champions League, it's done on that phase, and now we moved to the Europa League yesterday, and also the Conference League as well. And it was so exciting to see some of those games played. But if your club really did get it right, I could say congratulations to you, but I'm so sorry if your club did not do it well. But David, you're welcome to the show.
A very good morning to you, Kizzy. What a beautiful time to be here, and I'm glad to be here as well.
So let me ask you this question now. Do you have a star game from yesterday?
Yes, and that would be the game between Ajax and Brighton. That for me was an exceptional game. Brighton, of course, doing what they needed to do best to get that result, and Ajax have been struggling, already. Right. So as it stands, we just hope that they find their rhythm back.
All right, so quick one, let's talk about this now. If you want to follow me, and let's talk about African football. Bad news coming your way if you're a Nigerian fan or Nigeria supporter. I like you, rather support Enyimba. Now let me quickly bring this now to you. Nigerian Super Eagles also are in the news. Let's talk about that before we go to Enyimba, who now maintain a fourth position in the latest FIFA Coca-Cola World Ranking release on Thursday. The World Governing Body released the latest ranking of the website, and that we saw in Africa. The three-time African Cup of Nations winner occupying the 6th position. The Super Eagles match day one opened at the next month, 2064 World Cup qualifiers. Lesotho dropped to 153rd in the spot. Zimbabwe, who will host the Super Eagles in match day 2 of the World Cup qualifying, remain in the 125 position. Other teams in the Super Eagles World Cup qualifying group: South Africa, Rwanda, Benin Republic are 64th, 140 and 93rd respectively. David E. It's funny result, funny.
40th position.
Well, I'm saying 140. But we are cool, right?
No, I mean, well, I honestly would just hope that we get it better, because like I've always been complaining, we're yet to have a playing style for the Super Eagles, and that is not something.
So what about it? They just value those 10th in the world now.
Yes, most valuable team, and that particularly would be about our players, particularly our strikers who are doing very well in Europe. So how we would harness that to translate it into results, Pizarro would do
Okay,
that
so
for us.
I want to believe that David is not really a fan of, Joseph Peseiro, regardless of anything. All the time we talk about Peseiro's style of play and the rest of that. I understand. I really understand, and I want to buy into that. But then, let's give this man a credit. I mean, the benefit of the doubt will do. Now, quickly, let's jump on this one now. Nigerian champions Enyimba have been eliminated from the African Football League following the 3-0 defeat while Casablanca of Morocco on Thursday, and that's a bad result. The People's Elephants were bundled out of the competition 4-0 on aggregate. Enyimba were hoping to cancel out a 1-0 deficit from the first leg, but found their host to struggle on the night. And Ayud El Mood, that's the man who, I want to talk about, gave their side the lead in the 4th minute after he was set up by Yaya Jabrain. The home team doubled the advantage 6 minutes later before breakthrough. Jamal Hakas, Yaya Atijat, the name of net the third in the 44th minute, while that will now face Esperance of Tunisia in the semi-final. And that, I want to say this, I would love to say this, that Enyimba Football Club, so sorry for Enyimba Football Club, because they played against a better side, and there's no way you want to compare Enyimba now with Esperance. No disrespect to the Nigerian African champions. On twice occasion, they won the CAF, Champions League. The likes of David Tiakasi, Vincent Ayama, all of those guys back in the days. But with the recent Enyimba being managed by Finidi George, we are yet to see this Enyimba side get on the trophy for themselves. They did win the MPFL last season, but I could say this time around they need to go back to the drawing board and make things okay. David E, Enyimba fan you are. Is this sad news for you?
Well, it was expected, really.
Well expected?
Yes. Because
why you say that?
When you get such horrible result at home, well, you want to say they're at home because they played at the Gosla Akpabio Stadium.
Yeah.
If you get such results at home and you couldn't get your win at home, then you are bound to be trashed away from home. You rightly mentioned how you go to North Africa side and you don't even pick results there. I mean, that's a dead zone. You can't pick results. So it was expected, really, but better luck next time.
All right, so quickly, let me get to say this now. Shout out to, Wydad Casablanca of Morocco getting the result against Nigerian side. The great result, I must say. You don't go to the North African side of play and you're not ready. Let's quickly jump on this one now and talk about You know, the Ballon d'Or coming up tight October right there in Paris. I will be seeing a whole lot of players. Victor Osimhen is still very much involved in that one. But we know one man, it looks to be favorite, you know, that man, Lionel Messi and also Erling Haaland. But let's get on this one now, where former Barcelona striker Thierry Henry has stated that in Inter Miami forward, Lionel Messi should win the Ballon d'Or, 23 edition of the Ballon d'Or award. Messi is in pole position to win a record extending 8 Ballon d'Or after winning the gong in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2015, 2019, and 2021 respectively. The former Paris Saint-Germain winger led Argentina to a historic 2022 FIFA World Cup title in Qatar, trumping over France 4-2 on penalties following a post-stadium 3-3 draw. Messi scored 7 times and dished out 3 assists to emerge the player of the tournament. He also won the French League One Player of the Year after 2016 assists, plus winning the league title as well. But now, I want to know one man is in the news as well, Haaland.
Yeah.
Haaland is in the news, Messi in the news, Osimhen, all of these guys in the news. But we feel to be having just 2 who seems to be favorites. So who would you say, if you have your way, and don't be biased right now, last I checked, you're a Man United fan, so tell me, if you have your way, who would you give this Ballon d'Or award and why?
Okay, so the year in view,
right,
is the World Cup here.
Okay.
Let's not forget the amazing results and trophies that the Manchester City side won with Erling Haaland, the treble, like you popularly say. But since it's the World Cup here, Messi won the World Cup with Argentina. You can't look past that. World Cup is still the World Cup. I mean, it's the greatest.
So let me get it right now. If it wasn't for the World Cup, what would you have done?
Just maybe. Messi might not even make it to that stop.
Okay, so the World Cup is the yardstick.
Yes, it is the yardstick. And we most likely might see Messi niche this one.
Okay, so most likely from David E. Now, let's talk about one man I respect so well, Senegal and also star Sadio Mane has bought French 4th Division club, Borges Foot 18. Mane has been looking to purchase a football club for some time now, and his relationship with Borges Foot 18 president Cheikh Silva has been key in securing the deal. And I should say congratulations to Mane. An announcement was made on Wednesday on social media with Mane previously contributing some funds to the club to aid with their recruitment, but he's now he's got involved fully, having also received the approval of the mayor of the city, Jan Kalot. And also moving on, following the competition and completion of the deal, Mane sent in a video message in which he said, "We've been working with the city for the past 3 years. We are here to nurture and organize the club. The challenge is immense, but if the people of Borges remain involved, I'm confident we can achieve our goals. I believe I'll be visiting Borges very soon." The club are located 250 kilometers from Paris in central France, but they've gone on to play different kind of games. And let's say Borges 18 foot, Sadio Mane with the money. You know, when I listen to Victor Osimhen all the time, Osimhen said something that struck my mind.
Yeah.
And Osimhen said, Mane is the reason why I do charity. I mean, not the reason why I do, like the inspiration behind my charity work.
You know, Mane is an exceptional personality that the whole of Senegal would always respect.
Yeah, respect, yeah, true.
And not also forgetting the fact that Senegalese speak French.
Yeah.
And of course, that connection will be there with the country. I'm talking about France now. Coming to get a club in the 4th division is another plus. It's also going to help Sadio Mane maybe help young footballers who are hoping to get international football.
Are you a fan of Sadio Mane? Are you a fan of his work, his gameplay?
His work rate is exceptionally beautiful. I love him personally. I mean, I used to tell people, right, Sadio Mane is a 3-player in 1.
Okay, that's Sadio Mane. A fan of Sadio Mane, but regardless, let's quickly get onto this one now. Newcastle United Italian international midfielder Sandro Tonali has been banned for 10 months for betting. The Italian Football Federation FRGC said on Thursday the 23-year-old was found to have gambled one match. I mean, that's gambling on the match basis, involving his former club AC Milan before he joined Saudi-owned Newcastle in July. Sandro Tonali betting, 10-match ban there. Why, when the investigation was still on, why did they allow him play the last game of the Champions League? He came from the bench, a great player at the time.
Well, you just said it. The investigation was still on.
Yeah, so why allow him play?
Nothing was so.
And now
concluded.
you're telling me a 10-match ban is done on him. It's funny, it's crazy.
Well, the truth is he has to face the aftermath of his decision.
Right.
10-match, that means all through the season, maybe till the next season.
That's a long one, you know.
That's a long one. But he's a good player, young player as well. Hopefully he should not lose his cool and come back to the game stronger.
Yeah, so let me ask you this question now. Why do players bet? Okay, why do players bet? I understand from my perspective when you talk about betting, a player is placing a bet. And if I place a bet, it means it doesn't sound well for me because I'm trying to do it the other way. Do you realize it?
For some of them, it's just for the fun of it. Take for instance, what's his name again? Tony.
Right.
He bets on himself. So these guys just do this thing for the fun, but it is against the rule of football. So you would face the music afterwards.
Okay, so away from that very sad one, for Sandro Tonali, if you're a Newcastle fan, you would understand how bad it is for Eddie Howe's team. Wonderful team they've got. But the league football will be back again. International break has gone. Champions League phase, Europa League. All of this has come and gone at this point. But now we just dive into that very one way. We'll see classical football coming your way. Get glued to your TV. Don't miss a thing on this one. But every day before we leave the show, let's talk about the El Clasico coming up, and also talk about the game coming up to play. Which one Which one are you saying you can't wait to see?
The El Clasico, because I know you're going to talk about the Manchester derby.
Yeah.
Please don't go there. Manchester United are not just that team at the moment, so you might just be getting.
Okay, let me hold you on that now quickly. Let's go on to the next phase. Well, Olympic de Marseille secured a 3-1 home victory against AEK Athens in an entertaining Europa League Group B match on Thursday that featured a red card for the visiting goalkeeper and two goals from the penalty spot. Vitinha broke the deadlock for Marseille in the 27th minute. One home was long. That was a short-range cross, but they had squandered out several earlier chances. The visitor leveled 8 minutes into the second half with Open Penelma receiving a fortunate break, initially scooping across. A ball continued into the path and made no mistake with the second opportunity. However, AEK Athens of Greek were swiftly under pressure again when their keeper, Cezan Stankovic, was sent off for fouling Vitinha inside the box. Amin Harit converted the penalty from the hour mark. Jordan Verretel, a wonderful player I love so well, made a trick for the host in the 69 minutes from the spot after Nordin Amrabat fouled Reynard Lowley. Marseille are now top of the group with 5 points after 3 matches. AEK Athens of Greece are second with 4 points. Are you cool with that news?
Gattuso doing an amazing job for me.
Why, you think so?
I
think I love him. I love him as a side.
I personally like Gattuso.
Yeah.
So we have two different reasons to wanting to support
Right.
Marseille. Marseille is playing good football. Gattuso having a very close relationship with his players,
Right.
and that is, the result is showing out in their games. So maybe, just maybe, we'll see how that goes for them in Europe.
Just maybe you will see how that goes. You just can never know sometimes, like I love to say, until you try. Now let's talk about West Ham. The Hammers, 17th match unbeaten European run come to an end on Thursday with a 2-1 loss away to Olympiacos, while Rangers battled for a point and a goalless Europa League draw at Sparta Prague. And if you look at that very game, you could say Contal Sports, struck from distance to give the Greek side the lead, and the Rodinei added a second before halftime with a deflected effort. Lucas Paqueta volleyed in late consolation for the Hammers, who remain top of the Group A on 6 points from 3 matches. Freiburg are also leveled after a 3-1 victory over Serbian Baka Chabola. And let's jump onto this one, a very big one again. Liverpool trashed Toulouse 5-1 at Anfield on Thursday, asserting their control over the Europa League section with a perfect record. The halfway mark on the group stage, Diogo Jota opened the scoring for the host after 9 points, embarking on a solo run that saw him navigate past 4 to fade out before planting the ball into the bottom corner. Toulouse also responded 7 minutes later, and Tishan Dalinga probably timed his run from the halfway line into the box, effortlessly slotting home in the Group E. The rest of the match belonged to Liverpool as Wataru Endo, the Japanese, headed them back in front just past an hour mark. 4 minutes later, Darwin Núñez, the Uruguayan international, extended the lead with a shot from a title angle, capitalizing on the rebound inside the box. Darwin Núñez nearly netted again in the 65th minute, but the shots from the right side of the box struck the post after a superb run. Nevertheless, Ryan Gravenberch capitalized on the rebound to score Liverpool's 4th goal. 3 minutes later into stoppage time, late substitute Mohamed Salah completed the trashing with a well-placed shot into the top corner from a close range, having bemoaned his playmaker. Liverpool, top of the group, 5 points over Union Saint-Gilloise, who beat visitors last leg of Austria 2-1, and Toulouse of the French League 1, with both teams on 4 points. Last link right now at bottom without a point. Liverpool. I feel like for me, the game was cool.
Yeah.
I love to see that game over and over again if I had my way, But I want to talk about what man I sent my game on. Darwin Núñez was amazing yesterday. I think he's off late has been doing so well for himself. Uruguayan international player scoring goals. You don't like Darwin?
So Nunes again is a player that if he's not scoring, he's assisting,
Yeah.
and that has been
So let's say he's a team player.
exactly. That's been one of the reasons why Jurgen Klopp would not want to look past him every single game. He's always playing. His contribution to the team is always immense, and you can't also look past the fact that he gets goals if he has opportunity. So Nunes is a good player, a fantastic one at that. If, of course, he gets his game time going on well.
So Liverpool now, the ball that got hit the bar, the post, that's called the woodwork.
Yeah.
The manager said, I felt so bad, but I'm not going to question him for that.
This
Was
is
it a well-respected result? Well-respected finally to Toulouse? Did you see that coming?
I saw it coming. I knew they were going to win, but the margin I did not know.
Right.
Again, Liverpool are also that team that you would always want to bank on to give you the result. Jurgen Klopp and his team, at all time, they give you the best of football. Not just the result, but the football itself.
Okay, so before we leave this phase, I want to talk about two games and two sides that got involved in the Europa tournament.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that team, the Hammers. Their winning streak got broken yesterday. I felt so bad for, I felt so bad for West Ham. The manager happens to be my friend. I love to talk about David Moyes all the time. They lost a player, a big name, Declan Rice, £105 million to Arsenal. And they feel like we're going to go down. The life signings of Mohamed Kudus, Gerard Bowen, a guy play well. All of these guys are really living up to expectation. Let's talk about the team now, how well they've done in Europe under David Moyes.
Again, it goes to show how much David Moyes has inserted his authority in that team and his play style.
Right.
You just mentioned now the winning streak that they lost yesterday.
17 on counting, but just got broken yesterday.
That is an unbelievable streak. But again, for a West Ham team that you relatively would pick the kind of players or the amount of superstar players, quote unquote, and they're still delivering on the job. But again, West Ham.
So you see them, obviously they must be out from the group.
No, it's going to be a tough one if you want to say.
I would give it to them. I don't want to say I'm sounding biased.
Yeah, definitely. They'll get out of that group. They get out of that group.
So let's talk about Ajax. What's going on with Ajax Amsterdam? Doing bad at the Eredivisie, not doing well. And everybody's knowing fully well the way Ajax is playing. Sunday Olise, former player of Ajax Amsterdam, the other time talked about the team and how bad they've been. He said, I'm so furious to watch Ajax Amsterdam play this way. I'm talking about the team that won the Champions League back in 1995. And it's really been them struggling.
Yep.
They're struggling at the Eredivisie, and I felt like when it comes to the Europa League, it will be a different ballgame, but a brighter side. Like you don't want to compare Brighton and Ajax in Europe. There's no way you want to do that.
Again, I would have to bring you back to your friend, the new manager of Ajax.
Oh, okay.
the one that left Arne Saar.
Yeah.
If I would rate Ajax presently, is a struggle and a phase. If they can, I really don't know how they're going to manage it. If they can, they would have to crawl their way back to where they need to be, because the way they're going, they might just really get it.
So you talk about the Europa League. I would say, Justice, I won't forgive myself. I will feel unfulfilled if I don't talk about this man. Victor Boniface, scoring goals, firing on all cylinders. See, the truth of the matter remains, when you do it right, I happen to get connected to you because I'm so in love with, I'm so obsessed with success. Victor Boniface, a young man who started his football career not long. You used to know this man was a fan of Victor Osimhen back in the under 17. And right now, everyone is singing the praise of Victor Boniface. Now again, Xabi Alonso, the manager, is working with a very prolific international player. And Boniface now, with the goal scoring tally, now 10th in our competition. We just see the goal yesterday. And I told you on the radio, it's so crazy that this man doesn't score goals like a Nigerian. I'm not trying to throw shade to Nigerian, right? But I'm just trying to say the way it is. This guy is so superb.
Again,
one word again, sensational.
But Boniface is that player that never gets scared of getting an injury while he's playing.
That's true. But I'm talking about the fact that he's new to the German Bundesliga and delivering this way. That's scary.
I think that's another thing that you give the credit to most Nigerians who desire to be at the top.
Right.
Boniface, quite a number of them like that. Victor Osimhen, you see the likes of Iheanacho before now. And now, the list is endless. Nigerians are very much ready to hit the top, they give their all.
I love it when when you use the word exceptional. You know why?
Yeah.
This same player I'm talking about was given an award before the game start. His goal record for last season.
Yeah.
And his still living up to expectation. We're not seeing him stopping anytime soon. I feel like my prayer point no, it's a true one. My prayer point for this young man is let him keep playing without injury.
Yeah, that would really help him also, because before January you start seeing different bigger clubs.
Okay, it is on this note that we might be signing up, but quickly let's talk about this one coming up for the weekend. Manchester United at Old Trafford playing against that's very the world champions called the Manchester City. Very big game. We really anticipate to see. We don't know what will be coming to play, but it is football. How would you say that word again? Biscuit cracking?
Yeah, it's like biscuits. You don't know where it's going to crack.
Okay, so let me get your point now on that very game. You're a Man United fan. I'm so sure you don't understand, but yes. Tell me what happens on that day.
As a pundit, I would say on paper and I mean everywhere,
right,
Manchester City is going to win. But hopefully, as a Manchester United fan, we should get a point or.
Okay, so the El Clasico coming up as well, where we'll see Barcelona home with injury worries, a whole lot of players out, being ruled out of that one. But good news, João Felix will be is likely going to be around for that game. What do you take on that game?
It's going to be a difficult one. Madrid also are not really playing that good, but of course we are going to see a cracker of a game, and I hope that we see the best of football.
All right, Lagos citizens, just know that we have to sign out. DVD, let's get your last word on the show for now.
Thank you so very much for having me. It's been a beautiful time out, and of course I always say don't forget to always pray for Nigeria. There is no great nation like ours.
All right, I really do appreciate you, DVD. All right, I need to go now. It's a Friday, and when it comes to Friday, I love to come with a different vibe on the show. But then, like I said, get close to your TV. Don't miss out the thing on all these games coming up right at Old Trafford. And then, Barcelona away from home, not no camp this time around, because a whole lot of sell and auction is being done at the point. So it's about Luis company where they play against a Real Madrid that looks very high over the midfield, compacted, Tchouaméni, Federico, Valverde, Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, all of those guys. Great to see them again. But no disrespect to Elke Gundogan, Romeo, and Lamille, that's Jamal, that guy I love so well. But I have to go now. Shout out to everyone keeping it cool behind the scene. My amiable producer, I love to use the word, his name James. Really doing well, like VR check. Thank you so much, James, for making the show a worthwhile moment for the week. And also, Manfred, I see you. Lukaku Lakaka, the better what to say. The Answer Master, I see you. And I have a lady who does behind the scene. I love to say merci. I call her Light of the World. It's just what it is. The man that makes sure the Mac looks very fly on me. Thank you so much, Paul. It is time on the notes for me to go. Without goal, there is no Kizzy K. And don't forget, more interesting programs coming your way. This is Voice of the People TV, and this is the Spotlight Show. My name is Kizzy K. Peace out.